Om Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of 15 of May 2023. Essence. Sweet children, while walking and moving around, churn the ocean of knowledge. This churning of knowledge is food for the intellect. Churn and invent new methods for doing service. Question. Which children develop the power to imbibe and inspire others to imbibe the nectar of knowledge? Answer. Those who make a firm promise for purity as soon as they belong to the Father. Baba says, children, remember, if you don't become pure even after hearing so much, your intellects will become logged. You will hear with one ear and it will flow out of the other. You belong to the Father, and so you must remove the rubbish. If you perform wrong actions, your throat will choke and you won't be able to relate knowledge. Therefore, remain cautious. Song. You wasted the night in sleeping and the day in eating. Om Shanti. The Father now sits here and asks you, children, do you now know the unlimited Father very well? He has to ask, but otherwise it isn't the system to ask. Everyone knows that He is our Mother and Father. When you find the Mother and Father, you become theist. The Mother and Father is the one from whom you receive plenty of happiness in the golden age. You have to reward anyway. There is no question of atheist or theist there. It is at the confluence that there are atheist and theist, knowing and not knowing. You children now know that you are those who were atheist yesterday and didn't know the Father or His creation and have now become theist. You now know the Father and your 84 births. You didn't know this yesterday, but you know it today. It is said yesterday, today and tomorrow. Today it is the old world and tomorrow it will be the new world. Today it is the night and tomorrow it will be the day. In fact, the people of Bharat should know their Father. The Somanath temple is in Bharat. People celebrate the birthday of Shiva, but no one knows when Shiv Baba came. The name Somanath, brackets Lord of Nectar, has been given. But when did He come and give you the nectar of knowledge to drink? You children now know that you have become theists through Baba. The Father has said and given you His introduction. You received the introduction at the confluence age according to the predestined drama. You children know that today it is hell and that tomorrow it will be heaven. Tomorrow means your next birth will be in the golden age. We are making effort. Today this is a land of death and tomorrow it will be a land of immortality. The world is changing. The golden age is being created from the iron age. Only the Father would do that. The Father is the purifier. No one in the world knows about the confluence age. You have now become so enlightened. You have now renounced the path of devotion. Today there is devotion and tomorrow it won't exist. It isn't that there is devotion today and that there will be knowledge tomorrow. No. Devotion lasts for half a cycle. Knowledge is only received once, and you then receive salvation. The Father only comes once and grants everyone salvation. This is why it is remembered, purifier, bestower of salvation. His birth takes place in Bharat, but the people of Bharat don't know that this is the temple of incorporeal Shiv Baba. They have a temple of Jyoti, brackets light. The Brahma Samajis ignite a light because they believe that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is a form of light. There are many kinds of ideas. Whatever someone said, people accepted that and began to follow that person. You now know the Creator and creation. You have to understand the secrets of the Creator and the beginning, the middle, and the end of creation, and then also explain them to others. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the truth, the living being, and the ocean of knowledge. The praise of each actor is individual. Saying that God is omnipresent means that there cannot be individual praise. A different part is recorded in each soul. If he were omnipresent, the part of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, would be playing in each one. There is so much darkness, and this is why the Father comes and explains to you. You children know that the highest part of all truly is that of the Supreme Soul. All the devotees remember that one alone. All devotees are impure. People don't know who are called impure. Sannyasis believe that they have become residents of hell through these vices. This is why they feel that by renouncing their homes, they will go and merge into the Brahma element. The Father explains, this is the iron age. All are choking in an ocean of poison, and this is why this is called a brothel. I come and create Shivalaya and temple of Shiva. In the golden age, there was one religion. Those deities have taken 84 births, but they don't call themselves deities now. Those who were worthy of worship deities fell and went through the clans of deities, warriors, merchants, and Sudras, and have now become impure worshippers. Bharat was the most pure and has now become impure. Sannyasis too cannot be called completely pure because they are sitting in the impure world. Those who have renounced their homes and families cannot go to the golden age. You have to forget this world and go to the golden age. You are making identical efforts to the efforts you made in the previous cycle in order to go to heaven. Bharat has become a worshipper from being worthy of worship, and it will now once again become worthy of worship. Only those who are long lost and now found will understand this knowledge. The intellects of those who don't belong to the deity religion will not be able to retain this knowledge. The people of Bharat take 84 births. None of those of other religions can take 84 births. You too are number wise. Not everyone will come down together. The secret of the cycle has been explained to you, children. How is a genealogical tree created? The genealogical tree of souls is also created, and that is called the spiritual genealogical tree. You children know that you reside in Brahmand. The first number is Shiv Baba, then Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar, then Lakshmi and Narayan, and then their dynasty. It is number wise. At this time you have the whole tree in your intellects. There you won't have the knowledge of you won't have the knowledge of who will come or what will happen. However, you won't even say that there is ignorance there. That is the reward which you receive by imbibing this knowledge. It is now the stage of ascent, and later it will be the stage of descent. After 1250 years, there are 2 degrees fewer. You continue to come down little by little. You can now calculate everything. First, the trunk or the foundation emerges. You now know the seed and the tree very well. You have now become theist from atheist through the Father. Baba has explained, Father sows son, teacher sows students. First of all, the Guru sows his followers, and then his followers sows the Guru. So the Guru. Here the Father is all three. He is the creator. He definitely creates the new world. Lakshmi and Narayan used to rule in heaven. From where did they receive their inheritance? Who taught them how to perform such actions that they claimed such a high status? The Father says, I am now teaching you such actions that you too will become deities. You were very prosperous in heaven. You received your inheritance from the Father. Therefore, the Father definitely came and made Bharat into heaven. The Father says, children, while walking and moving around, churn the ocean of knowledge in this way. This is food for your intellects. Baba's desire is that a very big picture of the cycle should be made. It would be very good to explain the cycle to anyone. Just think about how to explain to human beings. You have to explain that it is now the confluence age and that the world is changing. There are innumerable religions here, whereas there is just the one religion that the Father establishes. The ancient yoga of Bharat is very well known. You know that you are once again studying Raja Yoga with God. God alone would teach you unlimited history and geography. Human beings cannot teach this to human beings. This Baba says, I too didn't know anything. Baba is not praising himself that he was like this or like that. The Father says, now stop the activities and rituals of the path of devotion. Devotion now has to end. After the night, the day will come. You children are now at the confluence age. It is only at the confluence age that you receive the knowledge of how the Father first creates the subtle region. Then he creates the new world through Prajapita Brahma. The human genealogical tree is of this one. They are called Adi Dev and Adi Devi. They are also called Adam and Eve. They are now the mother and father. So how did they create the world? Adam is also called Adi Dev Brahma, but he is not the creator. They don't understand that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul did this through Adam. Surely, God is the creator of heaven. He is incorporeal Baba. We souls are also incorporeal. We adopt bodies and take rebirth to play our parts. The incorporeal Father is remembered on the path of devotion. He resides in the supreme abode. He is the purifier. He comes into impure world, educates you children and takes you to the pure world. This is why he is the father and also the teacher. He teaches you this unlimited history and geography. You are now becoming master knowledgeful. The father now says, children, remember that if you don't become pure, then no matter how much you listen, you will hear it through one ear and it will flow out of the other. First of all, make a promise for purity. Otherwise, the burden of sins will not be reduced. If you don't become pure, you will fall even more forcefully. The Father says, remember that if you don't become pure now, you will have to receive great punishment. There isn't as much punishment received on the path of ignorance. However, if after coming to me and making a promise to me you don't become pure and secretly continue to come into the court of Indra, you will have to receive a lot of punishment and your intellects will turn even more to stone. You will then become part of the ordinary subjects. Status is also number-wise. You become the highest of all and also the lowest of the low. Here, everyone has sorrow. Death takes place suddenly. In fact, death should come at the end of a long life. Truly in Bharat, life used to end systematically after a long time. When they became old, they would have a vision of the child they were going to become. Here, you know that you will shed your bodies and go to the Father. You have to shed your old costumes. Repeatedly remember the Father. Baba, I am now about to come to you. You purify souls with the power of yoga. There is just the one method for this, and that is to have yoga with the Father. You will then become pure and Satu Pradhan. The proof of the yoga you have has to be seen at the end. Baba says, this is my chariot. You can call him the landlady or landlord. He is very unique. See how Shiv Baba comes. He says this one is the landlady and also Prajapita. I, the incorporeal one, definitely need a body. Each one has his own chariot. How can I become the charioteer? I have to enter the impure world. Sri Krishna was pure. This chariot is fixed in the drama. I only come in Bharat. It isn't that I come in Bharat one cycle and that I will come in Germany the next cycle. The Father explains, you are karma yogis. You have to perform actions. In earlier days, men used to earn an income while the women would look after the homes. Women didn't study as much. It is now that they have started to educate themselves. Women also do business. You children now have to earn this imperishable income. Everyone has to claim their inheritance from the unlimited Father. Those who do so will claim their own status. The status of this study lasts for 21 births. No one except the Father can teach you this study. God the Father is also the purifier. He alone teaches you Raj Yoga and makes you worthy of going to heaven. Your 84 births have now come to an end. We are now going home. Even if you were to remember this much, you would remain cheerful. Baba shares his experience. He tries to remember Baba, but he then forgets. Therefore, Baba says, stay awake at night and practice this, and your stays will then become this permanently. This is why it is said, O children who are conquerors of sleep, earn an income. You don't have to do anything with your hands or feet or say anything with your mouth. Previously, you used to turn the beads of a rosary and chant Rama's name. You now understand the significance of the rosary. There is the rosary of victory and the rosary of Rudra. All of you are now effort makers. This is not called a rosary. By staying awake at night, you will enjoy yourselves a great deal. The time between 9 and 12 midnight is very dirty. Amrit Bela is from 2 am. Here you have to remove all the rubbish completely. After listening to so much, if you don't become pure, your intellects become locked. You won't then be able to give knowledge to anyone. For instance, in Vrindavan, the place where Krishna is said to have danced, there is a memorial of the dance. This is a matter of the dance of knowledge. If you listen to knowledge here and see everything here, and then go outside and say wrong things, your throat will choke. This is why you have to remain cautious. You definitely have to become pure, for only then will you be able to have yoga. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children says namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana, number 1, remain a karma yogi. While performing actions, remember the father and make effort to become Sato Pradhan. Second, show reveal the father, teacher and guru through your every activity. Remain constantly cheerful by having the awareness that you are now going home. Blessing. May you be constantly victorious and an embodiment of success by becoming a Mahavir and putting your every thought into a practical form. Be firm in whatever special thought you have. And as soon as you have the thought, become the practical form of it, and the flag of victory will then be hoisted. Do not think I will look into it, I will do it. To say I will do it and leave it to the future means to become weak. To have such weak thoughts means to be defeated by Maya. Constantly have these immortal and imperishable thoughts. I am a constantly victorious Mahavir. I will always move forward and will be constantly victorious. By having these thoughts, you will become an embodiment of success. Slogan: when your face is shining with happiness, that cheerful face will work like a board. Slogan: when your face is shining with happiness, that cheerful face will work like a board. Om Shanti.